At 8:31 a.m., we are back on the record.
So if you answer my question, would it fair for me to assume that you understood the question completely?
Yes.
Okay. And if I ask you something, will you do your best to answer my question completely?
Yes.
Okay. And as I said, if there is something you don't understand because I have an accent, or it's very noisy here, stop me and I'll rephrase my question so you understand it completely, okay?
Yes.
Okay. And if you answer a question, is it fair for me to assume you answered it honestly?
Yes.
Okay. Now, prior to today, did you have conversations with anybody else about this deposition, excluding your attorney?
No.
No. Okay. So I would like to ask you some questions about your... Did you understand?
Say that again.
So prior to this deposition, did you discuss it with anybody else?
Oh, I told my family I had depositions.
Okay. All right. And who did you tell?
I think just my mom.
Okay. All right. So, and how is your mom?
Sorry?
How is your mom?
How is she?
How is she doing?
Not real good.
Not real good.
Not real good.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Not real good.
I'm sorry to hear that. And your father, he died a while ago, right? What year?
2013.
And your mom, she has not remarried since your father died?
No.
And did she have any boyfriends since your father passed away?
Not that I know of.
You have not seen any prior to 2018?
Prior to what?
2018, December of 2018, you were not aware that your mother has a boyfriend or a man in her life?
Not that I know of.
Okay. You have not seen any?
No.
All right. So is it fair to assume that your mom was not sexually active?
Evita, I'm going to object because there's no relevance to this case at all.
Charles, Mr. Halaz will object, but you still have to answer the question. So you're not aware that your mom was involved intimately with anybody prior to December of 2018?
Involved with it? No.
No, okay. That's all I want to know. So you have not seen any man coming to her residence at RR 3 Box 7955 in Donovan, Missouri 63935.
Any man.
That you would think she would have a relationship with.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. Charles, can you tell me how much money you made in 2007?
2007? Have no idea.
Give me a ballpark.
I have no idea.
Well, this is not a good answer. You should do better.
I don't know.
I think if that's his answer, that's his answer. If he doesn't know, he doesn't know.
Okay. How much money did you make in 2008?
Same answer.
In 2009?
Same answer.
In 2010.
Same answer.
Tell me, did you work in 2007?
Yes.
What did you do?
Had the patient assistance program.
Patient assistant program?
Yes.
And what did you do?
Mainly outgoing mail.
So you worked in the mail department?
Yes.
Okay. And in the mailing department, what were your duties?
You'd figure what the postage is for something and put the postage on, put the address on, maybe return label, then seal whatever you're.
Okay. All right.
Whether it, you seal it and then.
Okay. Sounds good. So what about 2008? Where did you work? What did you do?
I think the same thing. I think it's still in 2008. I think the
Okay.
same thing.
And what about 2009?
Same thing.
And 2010?
Same thing.
And what about 2011?
Same thing.
Okay. And who was your employer? What's the name of the company you worked for?
It was, it was our own business.
And when you say our own, what do you mean?
Cindy.
These and yours?
Cindy and myself.
Okay.
Yes.
And were you the owner of the business?
At some point.
And when did you become an owner?
I don't remember what year that was.
Was it before you married Cindy or after?
Oh, after.
After 2008, correct? You became an owner of the business, but you don't remember the name.
There was several different names.
Do you remember any names?
One name was Bureau of Prescription Health.
Okay.
One of them was Bureau of Prescription Help. It started out as Free Medicine Foundation.
Okay. Let me show you this, and I'll give you another one. Is that the business you worked for?
That's how the business started out. Yes.
And then you branched into something else?
Just changed the name, did the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when did you stop working for that business?
2013.
Do you remember the month?
December.
Okay. Let me show you this. Yes, that's going to be number one. Yes. This is the invoice from XTC Limited Company, and it's showing that this company sold to Cynthia Randolph custom design software, databases, server. Did you use computers, servers, and customer databases in the business?
Yes. Yeah.
And as you're looking at this receipt, is that something that you're aware of, that these services and products were provided to the business that you worked for?
It could be. I mean, it could be.
Okay. And do you know where the server for the business is currently located?
The server? Mm-hmm. No.
You did not remove it from the premises of the business?
No.
When did you see the server last time?
2013.
Okay. Okay. Yes, that's going to be Exhibit 2. Let's talk about your residence. This is the house at 239 Tadpole Lane in Donovan, Missouri. Is that the house that you purchased before you married Cindy?
They have changed addresses since I've been here. I'm not sure what the addresses are now.
Could you please tell me what the address was before it was changed?
Route 1, Box 2312, Donovan. 2312.
Okay. Okay. And when did you buy that property?
I don't recall the year.
Do you remember how much you paid for the house?
$105,000.
And did you purchase the property alone or with somebody else?
My first wife and I bought the property.
Is that Kimberly Murphy?
Yes.
Okay. And then as part of the divorce, you received the property. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And how much was the property appraised when you received it? What was the appraisal for your house at the time of the divorce?
I don't know if it was appraised.
It was.
I don't recall.
You don't recall. Okay. So after the divorce, did you make any improvements on that property?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you put a new boat ramp after the divorce?
Yes.
What year was that?
I don't recall what year that was.
Can you give me a ballpark?
I don't know what year it was, or even,
Was it before you married Cindy or after?
I don't know.
Okay. Did you put a new roof?
Yes.
Do you remember when you did it?
No.
Do you remember if it was before you married Cindy or after?
No.
Did you buy a new air conditioner?
Yes.
Do you remember when you purchased it?
No, I don't remember what year that was bought.
Do you remember how much you paid for the boat ramp?
No.
Do you remember how much you paid for the new roof?
No.
You don't remember anything.
I'm answering your questions.
So my understanding is when you got divorced from Kimberly, Cindy gave you $50,000 cash. Do you remember that?
No.
To pay off Kimberly Haynes.
I had a settlement with her. I don't recall how much it was.
Well, I'm telling you, it was $50,000. Do you remember that?
No, I don't recall how much it was.
Okay. Do you remember that you paid off Kimberly Haynes?
I remember there was a settlement.
Okay. Do you remember what year you got divorced?
No. No, ma'am.
Was it 2002, 2003, 2005?
Don't remember what year.
So you do not remember Cindy giving you $50,000?
No.
And you don't remember signing the receipt?
No.
And you don't remember taking it to the recorder's office?
Taking what?
The receipt to the recorder's office to record?
No.
Okay. Do you remember when you and Cindy purchased the house together at 243 Tadpole that Cindy calls Gertrude House? Do you remember that?
I know that we purchased a house. I don't know what year it was.
Okay. It was not in 2008?
I don't remember what year it was.
Okay, Mr. Haynes, at trial, if you don't remember today, and you remember trial, it's going to be a problem for you. So, I'm just asking you to answer the questions. You purchased a house, and you don't remember anything. Do you remember when you purchased it?
No.
At the time of purchasing the house, do you remember how much money you made?
How much what?
How much money you made
How much money I made?
a year? What was your declared income?
I've already answered that question.
And what was the answer? Repeat it again.
Don't know.
You don't know, okay. Do you remember making any improvements on the Gertrude property?
I know I cleared the area from the top of the yard down to the river.
And when you say cleared, what do you mean?
It was grown up. It was grown up to where you couldn't even see the river. It was just all grown up.
And it was just overgrown and what?
You couldn't see the river from the. It was so bad.
And did you do it yourself, or did you
Yes.
hire somebody?
No, I did it.
Okay, what else did you do? What other improvements?
I don't remember any.
So is it fair to assume that you have not made any improvements to Gertrude House, except for clearing the area top of the yard to the river?
Cleared off the rest of the yard and all that was overgrown.
And nothing else?
I had to run a new propane line from the tank to the stove.
And did you do it yourself?
Yes.
What year was that?
Don't know.
Did you buy this house alone, or did you buy it with Cindy?
With Cindy.
Okay. And currently, is this house in your name or in joint names?
That one, I think that one's jointly.
And did you do anything in the past to change the legal description for Gertrude House?
What I did with Gertrude's house and the house next door, we had two separate tax bills on those two properties. So the one property had like 16 acres and the other property had like less than 2, and the taxes were almost as high on the 2 as it was the 16. So what I found out was when properties are adjoining like that, it's supposed to be put together so you only have one tax bill.
And when you're referring to the other property, which one is that? Can you give me the address?
The 2312.
And is that the property you owned alone or you owned with Cindy?
That's the property I got in the divorce.
And when you changed this tax bill situation, did you ask Cindy about it?
I talked to Cindy about it, yes.
And what did she say?
She said fine.
And what year was that?
I don't recall what year it was.
Do you have anything in writing from Cindy saying, go ahead, Charles, replat the properties, combine them?
No.
You do not?
No.
Now, the blue house, the one at 737, strike that. Are you paying real estate taxes on Gertrude House?
Well, it's, yes.
You are? And how much is it a year?
Well, there's one bill for both houses.
How much is it? How much?
It's somewhere in around 1,200.
For both properties?
Yes.
And where do you get $1,200 a year to pay that bill?
Right, my mom's paying the taxes on that property.
Okay. And when did you pay the bill last time?
When did I pay it?
Or your mom?
I don't know that.
Okay. Now, the blue house at 737 Ripley U-5, Donathan, Missouri. Do you own it?
The what house?
Blue house,
Oh, yes.
you own it?
It was, yeah, it was in my name.
It was in your name?
Yes.
When did you buy it?
Cindy, it was in Cindy's name and Cindy put it in my name.
When did she do that?
I don't remember.
And why would she do that?
Because she owed the IRS and she was afraid they'd take it.
And that's why she retitled it?
Yes.
Okay. Let me show you what I'm going to introduce as our next exhibit. Can you look at it and see if this is what you're referring to, the IRS problems?
Looks like it.
Does that look familiar?
Well, I mean, I've never seen it before, but I mean, it's
Well, your name is on the first page. It looks like they also went after you as well.
no.
Object to that. It's just addressed to them both. I don't know about them going after both of them, but if you know, you can answer the question.
No, they never went after me.
Okay, well, let's talk about it, the IRS issue. So how do you, my understanding is it was liability of Paul Hogg and he didn't pay it. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Okay. And to resolve this problem, you and Cindy approached senators and representatives to help you to resolve it because it was not Cindy's tax liability.
I'll object as to that calls for a legal conclusion, but if he knows or what his understanding is, if that's the question, of course he can answer.
You can answer. Mr. Halaz will be objecting, but you still have to answer. He's just preserving it.
Okay.
So, did you try to contact Missouri House representatives, senators, to get it resolved, for this issue to go away? Do you remember that?
I remember Joanne Emerson
Okay.
was her name. She was at a parade in Doniphan and met with her at a restaurant after the parade there, and Cindy spoke to her about it.
Were you with Cindy at that moment?
I was sitting at the table.
Okay. So you knew about the problems that Cindy had with taxes.
Yes.
Did you talk to attorneys about Cindy's tax issue?
I don't remember talking to an attorney. I think an accountant, but not an attorney.
Do you remember accountant's name?
No.
Do you remember the year you talked to an accountant?
No.
Have you ever talked about the tax issue with Sigrid Manis?
With who?
I'm going to object to the extent that it calls for attorney-client privileged information. Outside of that, so just to explain, my objection is based on if you talk to Sigrid Manis in her capacity as an attorney, if she was giving you legal advice, then you should not answer that question. If you talk to Ms. Manis about, if you were sitting in the room while Cindy was talking to Ms. Manis, then you can answer the question as far as any conversations you had about Cindy and or Mr. Hogg's tax liability and any legal issues that would go along with that.
I think Cindy talked to Sigrid Manis about the taxes.
And you were in the room observing, listening, right? That's how you know about it?
Yes.
Okay. And did Cindy also ask Sigrid Manis about business issues? Like Cindy told me, when you were running a business with prescription medicine, that people would complain to the Better Business Bureau. Do you remember things like that?
I remember people would complain to the Better Business Bureau, yes.
And did you or Cindy ask Sigrid for advice how to resolve complaints?
I'll renew my objection if you were talking to Sigrid as your attorney, you should not answer that question. You can say, I can't answer that question. If you were sitting in the room and Cynthia was talking to Sigrid, then you can answer that question if you weren't getting legal advice.
So Charles, did you talk to Sigrid? You don't need to tell me what you talked about. All I need to know, if you talked to Sigrid about customer complaints, if you personally, it's just yes or no?
No.
No. Did you observe Cindy talking to Sigrid about Better Bureau customer complaints?
Not that I recall.
So were there any complaints filed against the business? Are you aware of those?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know if Cindy consulted an attorney about those complaints?
I think that she talked to Dwayne Hackworth.
And who is Dwayne Hackworth?
He's an attorney.
Okay, all right. So I just want to go back. I remembered something. You mentioned that Cindy did discuss IRS collection matter with Sigrid Manus. Do you remember that discussion? What did they talk about?
No, I don't recall.
You just know that they did talk about it.
I think they did.
Okay. Do you remember Cindy consulting Sigrid Manus about child support collection for Melissa?
I don't recall that.
Okay. You know, Cindy wrote a lot of letters, as you can see. And did you help Cindy write any of these letters? There is an email to Rob Mayer, and there is an email to Joanne Emerson. Did you help Cindy with those letters?
I don't recall.
You don't recall, okay. All right, let's go back to Blue House. What improvements were made to the Blue House during your marriage to Cindy?
I know there was some painting done.
Is it outside or inside?
Inside.
Okay. Did you do it or did you hire somebody?
Cindy hired somebody.
And is it fair to assume it's between 2008 and 2013 that the painting was done?
Probably somewhere in that vicinity.
What other improvements are you aware of?
Had to put a new lid on the septic tank.
And how much was it?
I don't recall.
And who did it? Did you do it or did you hire somebody?
Somebody was hired to make it, but I installed it.
You installed it? And is it fair to assume it was done from 2008 through 2013?
Probably.
Any other improvements? Did you make personally any improvements on that property? Personally, did you put a new roof? Did you build an addition? What did you do? What labor did you perform for that property?
Mow the grass, keep the field bush hogged.
How often did you mow the grass?
Just whenever it needed it.
Okay. Are you paying real estate taxes on that house?
No.
Why not? It's your property.
I'm not paying it.
Okay. Did you ever pay taxes on that property?
Until 2013, when me and Cindy were together, we paid taxes on it.
Jointly? From your earnings, from the medicine
Yes.
prescription?
Yes.
Okay. So since 2013, you have not paid real estate taxes on the blue house?
I can't remember if I did for a while or not. I just cannot.
Okay. Let's talk about Davis House at 272 Valley Lane in Donovan, Missouri. Do you own that house?
Yes.
You do. Okay. When did you purchase it?
I don't recall what year it was.
Was it during your marriage, before your marriage? During the marriage. So you purchased it in between 2008 and 2013.
I think so.
How much money did you pay for the house?
Well, it was it was just like the blue house. Cindy signed it over to me.
And why would she do that?
Same reason as the blue house.
Is it because of the IRS issues?
Yes.
Okay. So you actually did not give Cindy any money?
To purchase the house?
Yeah.
Original? No.
Not originally, when she transferred the title from the blue house, from Davis house, from her name into your name. Did you give Sandy money?
Oh, no.
And do you remember what year that was?
No.
Okay. And you said you don't remember how much money you made during the years of your marriage. Okay, so what improvements did you make on the Davis house?
I think we had a roof put on that property.
What year?
I don't recall.
Can you give me a ballpark? 8, 9, 10, 11?
I don't remember what
Do you
year.
have the receipts for the roof? I mean, it's a big expense. Do you have any receipts to show for?
No.
You didn't do it yourself, did you?
No.
You guys hired somebody.
Yes.
Do you remember the name of the company?
No.
Do you remember how much money you paid?
No.
Did you write checks ever?
No, I don't recall. No, that not usually, if at all. No.
Who would write checks in your
Cindy-
family?
Cindy
Cindy
would,
took care of it?
Yes.
Now, are you taxes on that property, real estate taxes?
I am not.
But you own it.
Yes.
Did you pay ever taxes on that house?
I don't recall if I paid taxes after the 2013 or not. I don't remember.
And do you know how much taxes are on that house?
No.
Let's talk about the log house at 251 Lane Donovan. Do you own that house?
Yes.
When did you buy it?
Same as the other two houses.
At the same time Cindy transferred the title to you upon advice of Sigrid Manis?
I'll object if that calls for speculation. I don't know if he knows what their conversations were, but subject to that, if you know, you can answer.
I don't know if she was advised to do that or not.
Okay. But you received all Cindy's properties, and you just told me it's because of the IRS collection. Am I correct in my understanding?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you know the value of the house at the time it was transferred to you?
If you're asking if there was an appraisal done at that time, I don't think there was.
Okay, but what would be your estimate, layperson's estimate? You're living in that area, how much would you pay for that house?
How much would I pay for it?
Yes.
I wouldn't buy it.
Okay. So you didn't want it?
I didn't say that.
What improvements did you make on the log house? From 2008 through 2013.
That place got also got a new roof.
What year?
Don't recall. And it was stained. It was.
What year?
Don't recall.
Was it during your marriage to Cindy?
Yes, yeah, I think so.
And the new roof was put in during your marriage to Cindy?
Sorry?
The new roof, you saying, was put on during the marriage?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And do you have any receipts?
No.
Did you do it?
No.
Did you hire a company?
Yes.
Do you remember the name of the company?
The same one that done the Davis house roof, done the log house roof, and I don't recall what
Okay.
or if they even had a name. I don't recall. There was the staining the house. I can remember that fellow's last name was Hudson. That's all I can remember.
Do you remember when the house was stained?
No, ma'am.
But are you sure it was between 2008 and 2013?
I think it was.
But you're not sure.
No, I'm not sure.
So new roof and new stain. And do you know that the house was flooded in 2016?
Yeah, Cindy told me it was flooded.
Up to the second floor.
I never heard that. I don't think that's possible.
Now, so you own this house in your sole name now. Are you paying real estate taxes for this house?
No.
Why not?
I'm just not.
But what is the reason?
I don't live there. I
Well,
don't.
your daughter lives there.
I don't know that.
Okay. So did you ever pay taxes for the log house?
Until 2013.
Okay.
And maybe after that, I'm not. I don't recall. I don't recall.
And where can we find out the documents of your payments and the receipts? Who has those documents? These are your properties. You're asking for the properties in the divorce, so we would like to see some receipts and documents.
Well, you'll have to ask the person that took them out of my house. My house has been robbed, and
Okay.
there's nothing left in it.
I'm glad you brought it up. When you say my house, which one is that? You have so many.
2312.
Tadpole?
It was 2312 when I left it.
Okay. And when was your house robbed?
I don't know the dates.
Give me a year.
Well, starting in 2013.
Did you go to the police?
Yes, I think so.
Do you have a police report? I have not seen that one.
I don't.
You don't have a police I mean, if somebody breaks into your house and valuable things are taken, did you go to the police and report everything that was stolen from your house?
The last time I was, that everything was taken out of the house, I was here,
You were here?
yes.
How do you know that the house was broken into?
I was told.
Who told you that?
My friend Marvin Creelman,
How did Marvin know about it?
he'd go down there every so often just to check on things,
When did it happen?
I don't recall the date.
Do you recall season, month, year?
I think the last time, 2020,
2020?
maybe the last time.
Did Marvin make a police report?
I'm not sure who made a police report.
I'm asking about Marvin. Did he do it?
I don't think so.
Do you know if there was a police report made?
I think there was.
So if I go to the police and give them the address of your property, they'll give me a report.
I would think so.
Do you know what was stolen from that house?
From what I understand, everything. Just all the furniture, clothes, pots and pans, just everything.
The house is empty.
It was. I'd say it was. It was completely emptied.
Do you have any cameras on the property?
No.
Have you ever had cameras on the property?
Yes.
What happened to those?
Well, I do know Cindy says she got the last one.
What do you mean she got the last one?
She took it.
When did she take it?
Gosh. I think it was when I was incarcerated.
2018, 2019,
13.
13? When you
18.
18. How do you know she took the camera if you were incarcerated?
She told me.
How did you communicate?
We talked on the phone.
Okay. Let's talk about greenhouse. 180 Valley Lane, Donovan, Missouri. So, do you own that house, the greenhouse?
Yes.
When did you acquire it?
Same as with the others.
Through the transfer of deed because of the IRS problem?
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay. And tell me, what improvements did you make on the greenhouse from 2008 until 2013?
I don't. Other than keeping the lawn mowed, I don't recall any.
Okay. Are you paying real estate taxes on the greenhouse that you own?
No, ma'am. No.
No? Did you ever pay taxes on the greenhouse?
Until 2013, and I don't know if I paid any after that or not. I don't recall.
You don't recall. So the information, if you paid, was stolen from your Tadpole, 239 Tadpole house. It was there, all the receipts and tax payments. Am I correct in understanding that?
All my paperwork, any paperwork,
Was stolen.
any paperwork I've ever had, it's just, yeah.
Okay. Do you remember how much the taxes were, real estate? On the greenhouse?
No,
What about the log house?
no, I don't recall.
Okay. So there is also this so-called PP lot at 1105 Herschel Bass Boulevard. What do you know about that property?
Well, I mean, what do you mean? What do I know about it?
Are you the owner, or were you ever an owner of that lot, that property?
Yes.
Okay, do you still own it?
No.
What happened? Did you sell it?
No, the bank took it
Why did the bank take it?
because they weren't getting paid. They weren't getting paid.
Why didn't you pay the bank?
I was paying for as long as I could, but then I couldn't afford it.
When did you stop?
I don't recall.
Can you give me the year? How much did you pay for the property when you purchased it?
Same as the other properties. It just,
So you didn't pay anything. Cindy just transferred it to you
yes,
to avoid IRS collection.
yes.
Do you remember when the property was foreclosed on?
No.
Do you remember what was the outstanding balance that the bank
No.
foreclosed on?
No.
You don't remember or you don't know?
It's the same thing. I don't know. I mean,
Did you pay real estate taxes on that property? After 2013?
I think so.
You think so? Okay. When did you meet Zigrid Manis? When did you guys become acquainted first?
Well, I knew her brother first.
Okay. Like, what was it, 90s, 80s?
Gosh. Late 90s, maybe?
All right. And are you guys friends or is it strictly business?
Both were neighbors.
Neighbors, okay. Did you do any work for Sigrid? Any projects for her?
No,
You did not mow her yard, you did not bush hog her property, did not do any of those things?
not for her.
Did you do it for Andy Manis?
Yes,
Okay. And did Sigrid represent you in your first divorce?
yes,
And when you got married to Cindy, Sigrid was helping with the prescription business legal advice?
no, not that I recall.
You didn't consult her on business matters for the prescription business?
Not that I recall.
Okay. Did Sigrid ask you for any help with whatever matters?
Ask me for any help?
Yes. Did you do any favors for her?
Not for Sigrid.
Did you do any favors for Randolph?
Yes, yeah.
What did you do?
Same thing I'd do for any of the neighbors there. If they needed help with something, I'd help them.
Give me an example.
Well, like if he needed his road graded or something like that, I'd grade his road.
Okay. And how often did you do that?
Maybe a few times a year.
Okay. And did Randolph pay you?
I don't think so. I don't think so, not in cash, like I could hunt on their property or something like that. You know,
Okay.
I could hunt or ride four-wheelers on their property.
And when Cindy consulted Sigrid and Randolph, did Cindy pay them?
I'll object, it calls for speculation, but if you know, you can answer.
I don't know that.
You don't know.
I don't know that. I don't know that.
You never seen a bill from Sigrid or Randolph? So you're running a business with Cindy. If she has an issue, where does she go to discuss it? With who would she discuss it? With Sigrid, with Randolph, any other? Can you give me the names of the lawyers that she got involved? You were the owner of the business.
I don't know that. I don't. If you'd have trouble with the business, you'd consult an attorney. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Did she consult with Sigrid, Randolph, or anybody else?
I don't. She consulted with Dwayne Hackworth. I remember that, but just maybe once.
Do you remember what it was about?
Refunds.
Refunds, and this is something to do with the prescription business?
Yes.
So, do you know how often Cindy asked Randolph and Sigrid for any advice?
No.
And you don't know how much your business paid to Sigrid and Randolph?
No.
Are you still in contact with Sigrid?
No.
When was the last time?
Probably 2018.
Okay. The child support with Danny Hogg from the previous marriage, was it a big issue in your relationship with Cindy? Did it affect your marriage?
It was something that had to be dealt with. I mean, how do you mean affect the marriage?
And did it put stress on your relationship with Cindy?
Probably put stress on both of us.
Can you please tell me how you were stressed?
It would just be something to worry about.
Were you short on money?
I don't really know how much money there was, but at one point it seemed like they wanted like $1 million or something for back taxes.
Are you talking about the IRS now?
Yes.
So you're saying that the IRS issue caused stress on your relationship with Cindy. Am I correct? Am I understanding you correctly? The IRS issue was a big one for your marriage.
Well, I don't know if it was a big one, but you know,
But it affected your marriage.
it was a concern, I'm sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you another, yes, let's mark this one, whatever the number is gonna be. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the next exhibit. It's gonna be number 4. It's called Marital Assets, and this is according to Cindy. And what I want you to do, it's a pretty extensive list. If you can just give me location of these items. So let's start with the Kubota Ultra Grand cab tractor. Do you know where the tractor is located?
The last time I seen it, it was at my mom's house.
And when was the last time?
2018.
December?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So then we have a whole bunch of rifles. And I want to ask you about the rifles. My understanding is there were 3 safes with rifles, pistols, ammunition.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And that's where the ammunition and rifles were stored. Where is the location of those 3 safes?
From what I understand, 2 of them are gone, and one's still in my basement.
And where did the 2 go?
I don't know that for sure.
Did you remove them?
No,
Who did?
I don't know that for sure.
Did you put the green safes on a trailer and move them from the log house in December, prior to December 2018?
There's one safe left in the house, and there's two gone.
Okay. Did you put those green safes on a trailer prior to December 2018 and move them from the log house?
One safe I did move, and two safes were there at the house.
So you never put two safes on a
No,
trailer?
ma'am. No.
Okay. And the one safe you put on a trailer and moved it to your house? There were total 3.
Yes.
So one safe is filled with guns and it's at your house.
Are you talking currently or when it was? I'm not sure where they began, but when it was.
I know that we don't have 3 safes with guns,
Okay.
and I want to find the guns.
I don't know what's left down there. From what I understand, there's one safe there.
Well, I'm just asking you, did you or your friends, and you and your friends, put the safes with guns on a trailer and move it out of the log house?
No.
You did not do it.
No.
Did your friends do it?
No.
How do you have one safe in your house right now? How did it end up there?
That's where it started.
It's always been there.
Yes.
What is in that safe?
I don't know what's in that safe.
Who has the keys to the safe?
I'm assuming Cindy does.
To the safe in your house.
Yes.
And none of your friends have the keys to the safe?
No.
So, tell me when you saw the 2 big green safes at the log house. When was the last time you saw them there?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
The 2 big green John Deere safes with guns. When did you see them last time? At the log house.
Say that again.
There were 2 green John Deere safes. When did you see them last time?
2013. 2018.
What month?
December.
Okay. So, what guns are in your green safe? Can you give me a list?
I don't have a list.
Can you look at the list here that I provided? Do you see any of your guns here?
What the heck?
While he's looking, I want to introduce it as the next exhibit.
This one would be 5.
Okay.
Is this the one he's looking at?
Yeah.
Okay, that is 4.
She has that.
Oh, it's an extra. All right, so did you purchase, tell me what items on this list you purchased during marriage.
This tractor,
You purchased it during marriage, okay. And it is at your mom's house.
I'm pretty sure it was during marriage. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Now,
You know what? It might not have been. It just might not have been.
okay, when do you think it was purchased?
I don't know. Does it have the year of the tractor on here? No. I don't remember.
Do you have a purchase receipt?
No.
Do you know the purchase price? How much did you pay for the tractor?
That's probably the purchase price there.
But, okay, 38,000. You agree with that?
Yeah, I had a tractor that I traded in, and so there was the trade-in tractor and cash.
Okay, and I just want to make sure we put on the record, it's Kubota Ultra Grand cab tractor with attachments, purchased at $38,500. And Charles is telling me that he traded in his old one, right?
I traded in a tractor I had on.
Okay, all right. So there are a whole bunch of guns here. Can we go through those guns and you tell me if you know whether you purchased it, where the location is, and where did you see it the last time? All these purchases are assembled from the credit card receipts from your marriage. Some receipts contain your name, some receipts contain Cindy's name. So,
A Rider. Oh, that.
for each gun, I have a receipt that's listed here. And I just need to know the location.
Bolt action. The second one here, I'm not even,
Are we talking about Remington bolt action rifle?
yeah, I don't think I have one of those or ever had one of those.
Okay. So where is the 223 Riger semi-automatic rifle? Where is it?
Guns were unsafe the last time I seen them.
I know. So it was in the green safe?
Yes.
The one that disappeared?
Yes.
Okay. What about bolt action rifle? You say you never saw it?
I'm sorry?
The second one you never saw?
I don't, I'm not familiar with that.
Okay. 270 Remington model, 74. Do you have this one?
Oh, that's one my first wife bought me as a Christmas present.
Do you have a receipt? Is it part of your divorce?
I don't have any, no, I don't have a receipt.
So we don't know. Okay, where is the gun? Where is it located?
Don't know that. Winchester. And that Winchester 22 lever action.
Please speak up. I can't hear you.
This Winchester 22, they're $1,000. That's something that I had before I married
I'm
Cindy.
just asking for the location, Charles.
Oh, I don't know.
And remember, you promised to be truthful with me?
Are you
Yes.
asking where it is now or where it was when you last saw it? I think that might help us move along.
Where did you see it last time? Where? Where did you see this Winchester last time?
At home.
At which home? You have so many.
2312.
What is it?
2312.
Is that your house?
Yes.
In your safe?
Yes.
And where is this gun now?
I don't know that.
Okay. There are two Winchesters. So, do you have both? When did you see them last time?
Wait a minute. That I don't recognize.
Tell me which one you don't recognize.
The 22 lever action model 94. I don't recognize that either.
So you didn't purchase it? Is it in your green safe at home? The last time you saw it?
Hold on a second. You're asking multiple questions a lot. Ask the question, he'll answer the question, ask another question. Otherwise, we're not going to be able
We
to have
need
him
to
answer.
keep moving.
Well-
Charles, if you don't know the gun, tell me I don't know what it is. We need to keep going through this list. For each gun, I have a receipt. I know the location. You promised to tell me the truth. So, about the safes and everything. And let's get through this and move on to the next subject. Please, let's go. So, Winchester 22 lever action model 94. The last time, when did you see it?
2018.
Where?
At home.
At 23, at your house.
Yes.
And where is this gun now?
Don't know.
Okay. Winchester 22 lever 9422 for 1100. When was the last time you saw this gun?
Wait a minute, say that one again?
When did you see this gun last time?
No, which gun?
22 lever action model 9422M.
Oh, that's the one I'm familiar with. The one above it, I am not familiar with.
Okay. So let's talk about the one you're familiar with. 9422M. When did you see this gun last time?
2018.
And where was it?
At home.
At your house. And where is the gun now?
Don't know.
Okay. Let's move to the next one. Browning 222 bolt. When did you see the gun last time?
I'm in a 2-2 bolt. 222. When did I last see this? Yeah, 2018.
In your house, in your green safe?
Yes.
Do you know the location of this gun now?
No.
Who has the keys to your house?
Right now?
Yes, since 2018.
Not even sure it was. Marvin Creelman would have had keys to it. Who's got it now would be his son. Probably, I'm sure has keys to it.
What's his name?
Tony.
Okay. Who has the keys to the safe?
Asked and answered.
I don't remember. Charles, who has the keys to the
I
safe?
didn't hear what you said.
I said that's asked and answered. You had previously answered the question, but feel free to answer it again.
Who has the keys to the safe at your house?
I'm assuming Cindy does.
Why would she have the keys to the safe at your house?
Because she lived there.
At your house, Cindy lived there? In your house?
Yes.
When was the last time she lived there?
Like the last time she spent the night there? Or
Yes.
The last time she spent the night there was December 18. I think it was I think it was the night of the 11th of 18.
December 18, 2018? Cindy spent the night with you?
Say that again?
December 18, 2018, Cindy spent the night with you?
No, I don't think it was 18. It was the, I think it was the 12th. It was the night.
December 12th?
Yeah, it was the night before I went to be sentenced.
Okay. Is that the night when you video recorded Cindy walking in your house? I received over a dozen videos of Cindy walking inside your house. Is that when you took videos?
I don't know.
Okay, you made videos of your wife. You extracted it from your machine and you don't know. And you gave it to your attorneys.
3 questions.
No, I'm just, Charles, when did you record Cindy on December 12th on the video?
I don't know.
Did you ever record Cindy walking inside your house on the video?
I had a, what they call that thing? Can't remember what they called it, but I had a camera in the house.
When did you have the camera in your house? When? When did you record Cindy?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know the dates.
Was it before 2008?
No.
Was it in 2008?
No, I don't know. No.
Was it in 2009?
No.
2010?
No.
2011?
No.
2012?
No.
2013?
Maybe.
Okay. Do you remember the month?
I had this this camera was for security, and
know.
it just ran all the time.
But okay, so you don't remember the month in 2013?
I'm not even sure if it was 13.
Was it 2014?
Not sure what year I put it in there.
What year did you release the videos to your attorneys? What was the year you gave them to your lawyers?
I don't recall.
Okay, what about 2014? Was it 2014?
I don't recall what year I put it in there.
Okay. What about 2015?
Asked and answered. He just said he doesn't recall when he put it in there.
I need to go through each year. So you tell me for each year, 2015,
Don't recall.
2016,
Don't recall.
2017,
Don't recall.
2018.
Don't recall.
Okay. Did you ask Cindy for permission to video record her naked?
No.
Okay. Why didn't you? Why didn't you ask Cindy for permission?
I just didn't.
I am asking why.
I just didn't.
I need you to explain to me.
That's his answer.
Okay? Do you know it's against the law to video record people naked without their consent?
I'm going to object. Calls for a legal conclusion. He's not an attorney.
You need to answer, Charles. Do you know it's against the law? It's violation of privacy to record somebody on video without person's permission.
I'm going to object. He doesn't have the knowledge to answer that question.
And let him tell me that he doesn't have a knowledge. So answer the question. He can object anything he wants. You still have to answer the question.
I don't have the knowledge.
You do not have knowledge. All right. Now, here is another exhibit. I'm gonna pass on guns. So I'm gonna put it as the next one. 5. Yes. Where is this item located? Last time you saw it, Charles.
Where is what?
Where did you see this item last time?
Are you asking about the document or the document that
No,
the item is describing?
The item ATV, engine size 169cc, engine model 7S35C, model year 2009.
What is this?
Where did you see this item last time?
2009. All right, it's Polaris. Oh, I see. That was that was at my mom's.
And when did you see it last time? At your mom's?
I didn't hear that.
When did you see it last time? When?
Oh, when? Mm-hmm. Oh, 2018.
Okay. And where is this item now?
I have no idea.
Were there any break-ins at your mom's? Do you
Yes.
know?
Yes.
When was that?
I don't know the date.
How did you know about it?
I think my sister told me.
How did your sister know about it?
Neighbor.
What's the neighbor's name?
I know it. I can't remember it.
Okay. Did your sister, your neighbor, or your mother call the police? Did anybody call the police?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so there is a police report
I think so.
with reported missing items.
I don't know that. I don't.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. didn't even notice. Okay. So that was the most recent break-in, and you don't remember then. Is it safe to assume it was after 2018? Break-in into your mother's property, was
Yeah.
it after 2018?
Yes.
Okay, and you said there were two, is that correct?
I didn't say that.
Okay. How many break-ins were at your mother's?
I don't know that.
Okay. And your understanding is that there is a police report that describes the missing items.
I don't, I assume, but I don't know.
Who manages the properties for your mom? Who takes care of the properties? She's not in Donovan, right?
Yeah, right.
So who takes care of her land and her buildings?
Not really sure it's being taken care of. They're just kind of sitting there.
How did you find out about the break-in?
My sister told me.
And how did your sister find out?
I think the neighbor was over there.
How did the neighbor find out?
I don't know that.
So the neighbor has access to your mother's properties?
They're neighbors. They're adjoining properties.
And you don't, can you give me the address of that neighbor?
I don't know his address.
And you don't remember the name?
I know it. Colburn.
Colburn?
Colburn.
Okay.
Colburn.
Okay. Okay, Charles, look at this picture. That's going to be my next exhibit, number 6. Yeah, I'm interested in the yellow Caterpillar. When did you see it last time?
Um, 2018.
And where is, where is it located now?
I don't know.
Was it ever located at your house? At 239 Tadpole. Did you move it there?
239? I don't.
The house that you owned always by yourself.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Did you move that?
That's where the picture's taken.
Yes, did you move? Is it at your house? Did you move it to your house?
Yeah.
Is it still there?
I don't know.
Did you sell it?
Did I sell it?
Yes.
No, I did not sell it.
Did you gift it to anyone?
No.
And the last time it was at your house, right?
Yes.
The next one.
Would be 7.
Yes. Oh, he has it. Okay. Exhibit 7, four-wheeler Charles, do you remember when you saw it last time?
Would have been sometime in 2018.
Okay. And where was it when you saw it? Where was it located? At what address?
I mean, where did I see it at? Or-
Yes, yes.
Oh,
At what address?
Well, I didn't see it at any address.
You just told me you saw it in 2018 last time.
Yes.
Where? Where did give me the location where you saw this item, this
Oh.
four-wheeler.
On the, you know, like going up and down the gravel or whatever.
And who was going down and up the driveway in this four-wheeler? Were you in it?
On this one?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I don't, maybe, but no, I don't
Oh,
think so.
give me the address of the driveway it was going.
Well, it's,
I'm not asking you about the picture. I'm asking where you saw it last time, the address.
I would see it going up to my mom's. I would see it on County Road U5. I would see it at my house. I would see it on the gravel bar.
In December of 2018.
Well, I don't know if it was in December, maybe.
I'm asking about the last time you saw this
I
item.
don't remember what day was the last day I seen it.
Okay. Do you know the location of this item, of this four-wheeler?
Well, Cindy has that. Cindy had this one.
Cindy has it?
Yes. Well, the last I knew of it.
You didn't sell it?
No.
You didn't gift it to anyone?
No.
You didn't give it away?
No.
Okay.
Excuse me, counsel, within about 5 minutes, I'll need to take a break to change recording media.
Sounds good.
Do you want to take the break right now and he can change it out?
That's fine.
At 1:55, I apologize, at 10:27 a.m., we are going off the record.